Hey Brian,
Yes, Eric.
did you hear about the Utah Supreme Court Jones versus Jones decision?
That's the Grandparent Visitation Statute, Utah Grandparent
It is.
Visitation?
They addressed that and determined that the Grandparent Visitation Rights Statute that Utah has had up to this point is unconstitutional.
That kind of makes sense to me, because parents ought to be able to determine what happens with their children over the grandparents, I would think.
Yeah, I have to say that although we would both agree there are plenty of grandparents out there that enrich their grandchildren's lives.
Absolutely.
This idea that grandchildren, or grandparents rather, can demand visitation with their grandkids, we all know there are people that have grown up waited their whole lives to grow up and say, I'm out of this house, I can finally chart my own path, and then you arrogantly come in here and demand that you get time with your grandchildren?
Right.
And it's like, so what they were saying was, look, and if you can't show that this grandchild is basically has a need for this visitation, you just can't get it. You've got to show a much higher standard than simply that it was in the best interest of the child.
Right. As you said, grandparents are great people, and they might have excellent influence in the child's life, but there might be a time where the grandparent isn't influencing the child the way you want to raise your child.
And the important thing is that that's a call the parents get to make, not the courts or the state, somebody else meddling in the lives of a family that isn't breaking the law or doing anything to harm these kids.
I totally
So keep
agree.
that in mind. The Jones versus Jones case decided by the Utah Supreme Court. We have a link to it right here on this video as well if you want to read about it.